regarding the final 6 manipulation. On the second... fuck it. Restart! Hey guys, it's GFC, just making a quick video regarding final 6 manipulation. This video is not going to cover how to do any of the manipulation, or how it works, or even what RNG manipulation in FM is. Feel free to check out my other videos to get information on that. This video is pretty much going to show my visual cues strategy for Neku. So, if you look at the spreadsheet, that tells you how to do final 6 manipulation, you'll notice that the strat for Neku, the audio cue rather, for people playing on console, is the middle of the second and the third boom. So what we mean by booms is when you're on the build deck screen, boom, 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 boom. So pretty much all of the final 6 manipulations are on whole numbers. So you'll enter the duel on a whole number. So the third boom, fifth boom, sixth boom, eighth boom. However, Neku is the hard case because you have to enter right in the middle of the second and the third boom, and there's no real... It's a long pause between the second and the third boom, and there's no real beat that you can get behind. There's no easy way to hear it to do it. So my strategy is using a visual cue. So as you know, doing Neku requires you to hit start 3 times. That's the menuing that you have to do, which is this. And the visual cue I use is actually at the top right of the screen. You'll notice the arrow. The arrow is jumping up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now that arrow is an extremely good visual cue because it's always doing the same thing whenever you enter before any duel, whenever you enter the deck edit screen. I actually did time how long it's doing certain motions. So when it blinks, when it becomes a brighter color, kind of like a yellow, it stays there for 2 frames. And then when it goes back down, it takes another 2 frames, and then it takes another 2 frames to go back up. So overall, it's about a 6-frame animation, which allows you to do very minute changes, very minute adjustments. However, for this, pretty much all you need to do is enter on between the 8th and the 9th jump. So what I mean by that is count every single time the color turns to that brighter like yellow. So for example, if I was to enter and do it now, it would look something like this. Watch me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so on and so forth, as you can see. So, middle of the second and third boom is actually in between 8 and 9. So as soon as it hits that yellow area, you're going to say 8, and then in between 8 and 9 means that as soon as it jumps down before 9. So notice how it jumps, right? It kind of jumps up, down, 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 right? You want to hit it on down 8. So that's going to look like this. This is the Neku minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down, go. So you can also just split it. Think of it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and you're going to go on the and of 8 then, which looks like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and... That is right where you need to be to hit the Neku minute. I know that some people have asked me how to use the visual cue. That's pretty much how. So, you can do this for any manipulation you pretty much want. All of the manips that use audio cues can also use this visual cue. And the reason this visual cue I think is better than an audio cue is, for one, I just think it's easier to use your eyes than it is to use your ears for this type of stuff. And for 2, it allows you to make minute adjustments, like I said. So if you fuck up doing a text skip and you realize, wow, I fucked up a little bit, I feel like I might be a couple frames late right now, then you can enter, like instead of on 8 down, you can enter on just 8. that's like a 2, 3, 4 frame adjustment that you can do visually, and it's not that hard. So that's my strategy, my visual cue strategy for Neku. You can use it anywhere in the game that audio cues are used. You can come up with your own times if necessary, but yes, the down of 8, or if you're counting in ands, it would be the and of 8. That is how you do the Neku Manip. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and see you later. Okay, so now we have a nice video made.